Hello, my name is Michael, and I am the DM, CEO, and editor of the series that you are currently listening to, known as The Bystanders. As always, a huge shout out is necessary, and both something that I want to give for both Gwinn and Shady Cicada. They are both wonderful, talented musical artists that have allowed us to use their music for this little project of ours. Please go check them out if you haven't already, because if you don't, I'm gonna come to your house and eat everything in your pantry. Not at the same time, but gradually. It's gonna be bad. Also, please feel free to join our public Discord server. It is public for a reason, so that other people can join it. Please share your terrible memes and Donovan Wojaks. I'm sure that we will all enjoy them. And with all of that out of the way, we can begin this week's episode. Okay, so basically, last time we left off, you all were
suffering.
You all had just gotten back from the kind of base area that you all were at. You just got back with...
Didn't Damian almost lose the hog?
Yes,
Yeah,
Damian almost lost the hog.
Are we? We're not still wearing the banana hammock, right?
I
hope you are still wearing the banana hammock, unfortunately.
I believe we went back. We got back to the ship. We introduced what's her Abel's sister, whose name I've completely forgotten.
Oh,
Brandy.
right.
Brandy. To
it's
him.
been a very long time.
And then she promptly punched him in the face, which was hysterical.
Oh yeah.
And I do not remember anything else.
Llyoyd did lose an arm and then
back street broke my back. All right, that's what I remember.
Yeah,
and Steve was there.
Yes, I was like, "Hey, Backstreet Boys user's name I forgot. We did a little trolling. Isn't that funny?" And then I died.
Dudley.
And then Agent Dudley did a little trolling to my bones, and I died again. So,
you all also met Taylor.
Oh, yes.
Was that his
bang?
No,
Long
Taylor...
Road to Ruin lady who just kind of does what she wants.
Yeah.
Yes, she was badass.
Yeah.
We could not have beat him without it. Wasn't he level 50?
No, she's level 50.
She's level 50.
She also repaired your gun.
Yes,
through
she did.
magic.
Yeah, the hog was like completely broken, and she just somehow managed to perfectly like finagle it back together.
Because Scott was a very progressive Democrat, taking gun control into his own hands.
Right.
He doesn't like guns.
He went far. He went far left, but really not far enough to get his guns back.
At you for the
I wasn't actually.
I know, it was just like, all right, yeah, the fight's over here. You can have the gun for a moment.
Stop dwelling on it. I did a little trolling. Get over it.
I'm still mad.
I did perform a bit of pranking.
And then I'm pretty sure Donovan Halen did a poorly formed analogy when you referred to Llyoyd as the group's penis and said, "Don't worry, Scott, we'll keep him in our pants. We'll keep him under control." Because Scott called him.
I don't remember that.
Because Scott called him a dick, and Donovan took it literally. I'm like, "Don't worry, we'll keep him in our pants. He's our dick."
That sounds correct.
I remember that.
I'm walking home.
That's fair. You also met the other people there who were living in that area. You fought the Backstreet Boys user, and Agent Dudley did actually get away along with Backstreet
Right.
Boys.
I do remember that.
Also, not exactly sure how his ability works.
I'm walking home.
Right. Didn't he just like disappear and appear and have a fake corpse?
Was Agent Dudley Backstreet Boys user?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I remember him.
I tried to do the funny with the fake corpse. My arm.
We did get the laptop or whatever, right?
Yes.
With the video
With
open
the
of an
alarm,
arm, which was really clever, actually.
And then the actual thing was the letter. But now I have a laptop. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Does Donovan Halen know how to use a laptop?
He's a moderator on r/Tamagotchi.
Ah, that's
Yes.
right. That's
Is
right.
he a gamer?
He
He plays one game.
it's Garfield Cart.
He frequents r/dang memes, so yeah, he's racist. Anyway,
He's not racist.
Donovan racist. Anyway,
He's not racist.
Donovan's racist?
He's not.
So the very last thing that happened last session when we left off was Carl walked over and basically asked, "Who are you?" to Taylor. So basically, what happens is everybody kind of goes back, gets to the ship, and you all go in and get some sleep. Do you want to do anything?
Take off the gangster clothes. I feel
Yeah.
because he needs to get out of that mindset. Like the second he closed the door, he like absentmindedly crossed his arms twice, and looked at his.
Make a charisma save.
Oh, actually, it's not that bad. I got that's actually 21.
It's weird, the line between character and actor was getting a little blurred, but you're glad that you were able to get out of the costume.
Yeah, however, part of him...
You were able to put away the mask.
Yeah, the part of him will forever say that's gangster, though, whenever referring to cool things.
Oh, I'm going to throw up. Kyler.
So, Damien,
yeah.
It's like sunset.
What's about to happen?
It's like sunset right now, right?
It is like the middle of the night.
Middle of the night, okay, great. Perfect. So Damien's going to go out on the deck of the ship under the full moon's light, and he's going to look up at the sky while cradling the hog. He's still wearing the banana hammock, just leaning over the railing, really showing off that back end, just cradling the weapon that he almost lost. A small tear rolls down his face.
Do we have any fire-based stands that he can use to burn the banana hammock?
Banana hammock?
I'm still...
You'll have to get it off of him. That might be worse.
Steve, what are you doing? What are you thinking? What's going on?
Steve, he's tired.
Okay.
He's gonna get back into his semi-regular outfit, and then
Jonathan and Mischief. I forgot that was his name.
he's gonna go around once he's done and just check on everyone, make sure everyone's doing okay after that recent battle. All the people that were there. You're gonna have to remind me. Was Detective George there?
Yes, Detective George was there. She actually has kind of like gotten her papers together. She had a little conversation with Taylor, and she's actually about to leave.
I had completely forgotten about her. I remember now.
I love her.
I like her standard Twitter.
Yeah.
This is the Twitter bird.
Bonk.
If you fail a wisdom save, she finds a tweet from 2012.
Cheers, I'll drink to that. Take inspiration.
Yo.
We've already begun.
I forgot to.
Yeah, I need to get in the habit of giving you all inspiration because y'all.
And by you all, if you mean Donovan.
Most of the time, we don't deserve it.
Usually Donovan does, but I don't know about the rest of y'all.
Yeah, I currently still have 7 points of inspiration.
Okay, so Steve, who are you gonna check on?
He's gonna walk over to Detective George. You said she's in the process of leaving.
Yes, she's kind of talking to Taylor, and their conversation's kind of ending. As you walk over, George is kind of getting in the car.
Hey, Detective George, do you have a moment before you go? I just want to say thank you so much for helping us in our endeavors here. I know our goals might seem a little bit unclear, and our methods may be a little unorthodox, but we really appreciate your support. So, thank you.
I don't necessarily agree with your methods, but we're working towards the same goal, and I can respect that. I'd be glad to work with you again at any point. And she pulls out a business card and hands it to you with her phone.
Thought she was just going to pull out a gun.
Plus, you're doing business with you.
That's one less
loose ends.
Yeah, I was going to say that's one less loose end. and then Ghost from Modern Warfare 2 comes out of nowhere, yells no, and Detective George shoots him as well.
Soap trusted you. Anyway,
not Damian. He's never used soap in his life.
He takes the card.
That's not true. It's a very rare occurrence.
You probably used soap made it of alcohol and used Axe cans.
Yeah,
not the spray, the cans.
Yeah, he does do that.
Does Damian taste the soap before he uses it?
The first time.
You actually thought about that.
That is important lore.
No, it is not.
Yes,
Steve, what else are you doing?
That's it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, check on the person who took no damage. The guy who died twice and is currently Family Guy dead in his
you
bed.
want to talk to the guy who's cradling him in a hammock while looking out at the sea?
That needs some time to
Yeah, I'm
stew.
going to let that... Steve is going to go over and check on Donovan.
His door, he wasn't able to close his door all the way, and the light is still on, but you do hear loud snoring.
Really?
Loud
Steve is going to just...
Sure.
Due to his now decent constitution modifier.
No,
I'd like to point out that...
I will get to that. We'll get to the constitution modifier growing.
Okay, as long as I have time for that.
Steve is just going to, poke his head in. And
He's, halfway on the bed. The scarf is still on him, and as it snores, rainbow Z's go across it. So... He's very much tired, but he's not
to the bed.
No.
It looks like he missed a dexterity saving throw to lie down on bed, and it's just hanging off the bed.
He's just ragdolled.
Yeah, he looks somehow comfortable. Somehow, it's a freak of nature, but he's very much asleep.
Llyoyd, the elephant in the room. You can't sleep. It is currently nighttime. What are you doing? Well, you can sleep, but you don't need to. So what are you doing? What's going on?
Well, first of all, I get out of the blind monk to get up.
You get out of blind monk, get it back into your regular clothing, I assume.
Yes.
All that. Okay. Keep in mind that this is happening just a little bit of time after the encounter with Scott.
Yeah. When you tried to tossed into a dumpster.
So keep in mind that you're not exactly on great terms with kind of the people who were there. So kind of keep this in mind as Llyoyd.
Right.
So there's that.
Llyoyd's just gonna keep into his room and try to figure out like why he wasn't able to penetrate Scott's skin.
Okay. Well, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
That's his takeaway, not why he betrayed his friends and tried to burn a bridge. Why wasn't I good enough?
Let's see. I do have Arcana, so that's proficiency and intelligence, which is null. That'll be an 11.
Okay, well, fortunately, this isn't very hard for you to figure out. Scott said something about his tattoos and his tattoos being related to his stand ability. You think that his tattoos are also his stand's like physical manifestation. So his skin is covered in tattoos, and these tattoos function as kind of a second skin that goes over him and protects him. That also explains why he's so physically able and why he would be able to, I don't know, rip a massive shotgun in half with his bare hands.
That'd be ridiculous.
I thought he was just built different.
That would never happen. That sounds preposterous.
Okay, he is built different, though. That is true.
I just want to say, reflecting back on kind of what happened in the last session, did everyone see Llyoyd try to, like, suck Scott?
No, that was kind of a private thing. Some people would have seen him get, like, thrown out of the room and chewed out by Scott.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, but not everyone would have necessarily seen Llyoyd actually do that.
Okay, cool.
But you probably would have known that it happened.
Yeah.
You just wouldn't have seen it happen.
Yeah. Okay.
Donovan has not put that piece together. He just thought Llyoyd said something really dumb. Because I have a -1 in wisdom.
He's just so oblivious. He doesn't put it together. Okay,
He
that's
doesn't.
fair.
Damian knew Llyoyd attacked him, and he's pretty disappointed in him for that.
The man.
It's not like he's completely lost rep, but we're not very happy. We're disappointed.
Llyoyd, this is a serious.
I'm not angry. I'm disappointed.
This is a serious bro moment.
It's more of a come on, dude. Than
we thought you were better than this.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a bit of a thing there. But yeah, that is the reason why you weren't able to pierce Scott's skin, because you think it's probably his stand. So Damian, we come back to you cradling your barrel.
Damian wipes a single tear and sheathes his shotgun.
As you do this, Taylor kind of walks up and she leans over the side of the boat and kind of looks out on the water, pulls out 2 cigarettes, offers you one.
Damian politely declines.
Okay. She kind of smushes them together and smokes them both at the same time.
It's a neat ability you've got. I do thank you for fixing my shotgun. He reaches back and just touches it once more to remember that it's there.
Are you sexually attracted to that thing? What's going on there?
No.
Yes. Inspiration. Take it. She looks at you with an expression that is best summed up by the word bruh.
How about oof mega?
That also functions.
Oof, mega.
But she's kind of smoking her cigarette. The 2 cigarettes that she's basically like smushed together. It's not. It didn't come together due to her ability. It's just that they're like.
Oh, it's just 2 cigarettes.
No, it's just 2 cigarettes smushed together.
Right. Okay.
2 cigs having sex.
No.
2 cigs having sex.
Steve is
double barrel cigarette.
Sorry, go ahead if you're doing anything.
Taylor kind of looks out on the water and she says to you, "You know, I've been smoking for over 60 years. Life is a series of chances, and some people just have better luck than others. So, I came to you because I know that you seem like a pretty practical guy.
I do like to get things done.
I've been alive for a very long time. You need help, and I would like to die at some point."
I can understand that. I'm not a huge fan of killing people, but if you need help, we would do our best.
You would not be able to kill me. What I'm saying is I need you all to help me find some sort of alternative method, some sort of way that I'd like to pass away peacefully if possible, but I don't know if that's going to be able to happen when my current state is.
I have an idea.
Oh no.
Does Damian have an idea, or do you have an idea?
Have you heard of cryogenic freezing?
Damian had an idea.
We can freeze you. And then, get this, I can throw you into space. You'll never wake up. You'll basically be dead.
That's not the same as dying.
Well, you said you can't die.
Well, I will consider it as a further than last resort.
Fair enough.
Okay. I'm gonna have another cigarette. Do you want one?
No thanks, I don't.
She's already smoked it down to like the base.
Wow.
Does a nicotine addiction stack or?
Well, she's incredibly lucky, so all the adverse effects of smoking.
I like to think she tries to shoot the smoke in, but the wind just wafts it forward instead.
I might have missed this. Do we know what her stand does?
Not really.
Not really.
It's called
you
Long
can
Road.
ask about it.
It's like a luck
Long Road
aura.
to Ruin.
I might as well.
After Steve's done checking on Donovan, he sees kind of what's going on out there, and he's gonna just walk up and listen.
Damian
to the
is still wearing the banana hammock.
Okay,
Steve notes this, but he's used to it at this point. So
all of this is great. Ty, what's your question?
I would just say that Lloyd's gonna go tell Dr. A that he wants to try the experimental
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you get there, and it is actually sitting on the counter. You see Dr. A walks over, and he says, "Oh, Llyoyd, how was the mission?"
On the most technical level, successful.
Though not really through any doing of our own. It was really just Taylor.
Well, the devil's in the details, I suppose. Anyway, I've got the serum here. And we're going to cut back to them for now. Sorry. We're kind of juggling these two scenes. So you get out there. Taylor, she is on to her third cigarette. Damian is still standing there, just kind of lovingly caressing the hand of God behind him occasionally.
banana full in sight. Yeah.
Banana full
both
in
of
sight.
them.
I'm going to throw up. That's a fun fact.
So, do they call it the banana hammock because of its color and because of the actual clothing itself, or because of what it shows?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. I thought he was wearing a full banana suit the whole time. What is
No, wait, you don't know what a banana hammock is?
I thought he was wearing the banana joke. I have no idea what a banana hammock.
Let me bring up a diagram.
Oh, I was like, why does he?
you?
I genuinely thought it was just Kyler's face in the banana W outfit. Damian Drake top text.
No.
Thomas isn't it.
I never thought I'd
Bang.
get the effect of the uncanny
Maxwell's.
valley through my own imagination.
Golden sickle.
I think this is the perfect image to sum this
Golden
up.
sickle.
If it will select it, please. Oh, there we go.
I wish I could.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, that is.
And it's yellow, too.
But it's yellow.
It's on the part 1 character of Damian Drake.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
If Donovan wears a virgin killer, that's a virgin retainer. You are not having any sex wearing that thing.
I don't know. Have you seen him flex in it?
Thankfully, I have not.
When he flexes.
Damien, out of nowhere, just gets this idea. He just has to flex in this exact moment, right in front of him.
Make an athletics check.
I can't wait to draw
Is
R34 of
He's
this.
exclusively wearing that throughout the entire.
Yes, throughout the entire last.
Yes!
That was the joke.
That's what the comedy.
I thought it was just dope because he was wearing a banana suit the whole time. I too have a negative
The
one.
stand user could be anyone.
The flex was a 26.
Okay. What is that for?
You-
Like intimidation? Or
No, I'm just
Rolling
flexing
the
on the
You
banana
flex
hammock.
your arms so hard that even your shoulders, and you hear a bing bing as both the straps pop off. And
Damian panics, but real quick instincts, reaches down with goes arms and touches the banana hammock, removing its gravity so that it just hovers on his crotch.
I thought he was gonna make a cover of like a joke, like
take it.
Welcome back to the
You don't deserve it. Take it.
episode Who Cares of Bystanders, and the poster is Damian Drake flexing and with goes hands covering up the private bits.
Yeah, it's
I can't wait to draw R34 of this.
It's like an ancient Greek like painting where you have this like the sheets like perfectly floating.
Oh yeah.
It looks like
exactly.
that. Yeah, it's terrible. It's incredible.
Steve looks at this.
I might need to change outfits.
Taylor kind of looks down at you.
Donovan stirs in his sleep but does not wake up.
Donovan like almost throws up.
Yeah.
Steve looks on at this, and he's gonna reach down. I would assume we're on the boat, right?
Yeah.
And I would assume there's some like pebbles or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
And he finds just like a piece of trash, and he's going to switch his sight senses with it and just throw it off the boat.
Damian dives off the boat, yells at you for littering, and then flicks it in his face. No littering!
Taylor just watches all of this.
Donovan hopes he never wakes up.
She just blinks 3 times and says,
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Oh yeah, Steve undoes the thing. Hey Taylor, I had a bit of a question. So, you're awesome. You do a lot of cool things. What exactly does your stand do?
yes, I know. I am awesome. I do a lot of cool things.
I agree.
So, thank you. Please go get like a sweater or something. Like,
Oh, fine.
She-
Damian walks off to go change.
Can you turn the banana hammock into a big thong?
Make a crafting check if you want.
I'm not gonna do
Is
that.
that just intelligence?
I'll let him say a couple things, and then Damian will come back out.
Okay.
So,
I would assume you're a stand user. I mean, that
no.
much is... Okay.
Yes, I'm a stand user. So, my stand, Long Road to Ruin, it doesn't really have a physical manifestation. It is me.
Uh-huh.
I am the stand itself. It's kind of this aura that protects me from anything that would put me in danger in any capacity. So if there's anything that would endanger me in any way, my stand protects me from it. The reason that I was able to jump and hit Agent Ugly so hard was because my stand saw him as a physical threat. So my stand wished to remove him from the situation.
This implies that Damian without a shotgun is more of a threat than with him than with a shotgun. So, I guess that's why. Wow.
That's the sound. She's not quite done explaining yet. It's also a case where everything that I do is incredibly lucky. Now, at first, I just used this like anybody would use it. I went out, I gambled, I drank, I did all of these things, and nothing bad ever happened to me. But eventually, I wanted to do some good in the world. So I...
She's like anti-Nagito.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
I worked my way through med school. I got through. I didn't really study. I just kind of managed to get everything well, and, well, I became an incredibly skilled surgeon. I had a 100% success rate on my operations.
At this time, Damian walks back out. He's got his classic outfit on now with the jeans and the leather jacket, but he seems to have fashioned the bandana or the banana hammock into a nice yellow bandana on his head.
Did you watch it first?
No. But it looks flashy and nice.
She looks over.
Why
and
is
says,
it flashy? What liquid is on it? Why?
What?
It looks
No.
flashy,
It's
not glistening.
Okay.
She looks over and she goes, "Wow, I think that is the first unfortunate thing that's happened to me in my life."
It's really
I have a new bandana. I call it my banana.
Excuse me, I'm going to throw up. She walks over to the side of the ship and throws up.
No.
Steve just watches this.
I'm so glad I'm not a part of this conversation. Because Donovan would be just having a panic attack right now.
Damian's got a nice big bandana now.
Anyway,
Damian, you have to... There's this certain sense of...
I
How do I
regret
say
waking
this?
up this afternoon even.
fair.
I regret waking up at all.
I respect your delicacy, but...
I
Thank
don't.
you.
I don't think he has any respect for delicacy whatsoever.
And then Steve vomits.
No. It's not dirty. I smelled it. Yeah, the sniff test, right? No one?
Excuse me.
Is Llyoyd able to smell Damian right now?
Well, you always smell Damian because your senses are always super heightened. You're just used to it by now.
Yeah, I should use.
You've grown immune.
Actually, has showered pretty recently, if you guys recall.
You're immune to poison damage, so you're fine.
Oh, I just like. Yep, that's him.
Oh God. Well,
Speaking of,
this is incredibly unfortunate.
Anyway, what are we talking about? Let's get off this subject.
Well, I was having a serious conversation with Steven over here regarding my...
I would also like to know about your abilities. I think they're very cool. And awesome.
I just gotta say, Taylor. Sorry, what was your last name? Did you have a last name?
Yeah, she has a last name. I don't know it off the top of my head.
if it's a synonym for Swift, I'm going to kill you.
It's not a synonym. That's not who she's based on.
If it's a synonym for Lochner, I'm going to kill you.
It is not a synonym for Locker. It's Mendel.
Mendel. Okay.
Yeah. Taylor so Miss Mendel.
Miss Mendel.
The Mandela effect.
What was I gonna say? I started thinking about Taylor Swift and like Taylor Lochner and all the things you were saying.
There is no more. There's only Taylor Mendel. Let's move this along before I cry.
There's only Taylor Mendel. Put on the banana ham. No. What were you gonna say?
That'd be great if I could tell you. I lost it. Sorry.
Cool. So, she kind of looks around. But anyway, I spent most of my life trying to do good in the world, and I got to around 80 years old, and I realized that I want to... A lot of the people that I knew were gone.
So let me get this straight, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't die because your stand won't let harm come to you.
In any capacity. I cannot
But
control it.
you want to die. Doesn't it do the things that you want to do?
No, it protects me above all else. It is a manifestation of a self-preservation instinct.
I see.
Is it a remote type?
That would make sense.
What exactly? When you say dead, do you just mean like?
I wish to pass away.
I offered unconsciousness. She didn't seem pleased with that.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you could put me in a comatose space or anything like that. I don't even know.
Well, I mean,
if
you
I
go to
stand.
sleep, right?
I can sleep, yes.
Just be an extended version of that.
So, let me get this straight. If someone were to like try and I don't know stab you, would it have a different effect on you, or like?
Try it.
All right, you asked for it, and Steve is just gonna try and clock her.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Okay. That is just with Steve's base stats. That is 21.
Okay.
I rolled well.
21, you say?
Yeah.
And this is just with Steve?
Steve, he's just trying to
Okay,
punch.
and you just hit her, and your arm really hurts. Like really hurts. Like, you managed to hit her in the exact wrong way, it seems. And you
Steve. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You take 27 stand bludgeoning damage.
Steve. You're going about this the wrong way. She said she is her stand, right? All right.
Right, but...
So let me try. Damien reels back with okay, go.
Go ahead and roll.
I swear to God, if one takes massive damage for being imbeciles, I will laugh, and that's it.
Where did my... Oh.
This is not how Michael intended the TPK to go.
I'm really glad Donovan...
She's a friendly NPC, guys!
I just want to figure out how...
We're just trying to figure it out.
I'm really glad Donovan is asleep so he doesn't have to see his cousin and his friend beating up an elderly woman.
29
How old
hit.
does she look?
She looks like she's in her late 40s.
Okay.
I'm glad.
29 to hit.
I'm glad Llyoyd has
yeah,
the spatial
that hits
awareness
her
to
stand.
hear all of this.
Okay.
So, OK Go reels back, boom, hits her, and you realize that OK Go's punch actually, threw in the exact wrong way, so OK Go actually managed to tweak their shoulder. And you take,
I've never had this feeling before.
It's never been a thing before. You take 24 stand bludgeoning damage.
If
I've never thrown a punch wrong before.
Steve's gonna try and figure out exactly why this is happening. I mean, it might be obvious, but in terms of why it's hurting us to punch her, can I just roll Arcana to
Yeah,
figure
go ahead
that
and
out?
Arcana.
Okay. That is nat 20.
A nat 20?
never
Yeah.
mind.
So it seems like it is a case of she is incredibly fortunate, but other people that try to attack her tend to be misfortunate.
Damn, I can't believe this one's not named Fortunate Son.
And what happens if you attack yourself?
Her fist stops right before she...
That's creepy. I don't like that. So you basically don't have control over your stand.
Could I borrow the shotgun?
Only because you fixed it, so I trust you.
Okay. She grabs the shotgun, she points it at her head, and pulls the trigger, and it clicks.
He takes it back.
Oh, it should be
Are
fine
you
now.
okay, baby?
It should be fine. Go ahead and fire it.
You never misfire. he points it straight in the air, finds a string. No, yeah, he just puts it in the air and fires it.
Donovan
Fire's perfectly fine.
Donovan wakes up now. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I did just fire a shoot.
Oh, yeah, the
super
crack
shotgun.
of the hand of God
Yeah,
resounds
so-
through the ship.
That couldn't have possibly given away our location
You
or anything.
just hear some faint. Donovan. Those were his legs, by the way.
Yeah, no, I figured.
He throws open the door wearing. He doesn't have on the. He has on his normal pants as Virgin Killer. No trench coat. Scarf is loosened. He has the his rapier. Over his. Are we under attack? Why do you fire a gunshot?
Damian turns around with his new bandana and smiles and goes, "No, it's fine. Just making sure she still works."
Oh God, I know where that's been.
It just looks like a bandana, but you do not recognize
It's very
the color.
obviously the banana hammock as well.
Oh, that is.
Is there just like a bulge right
No,
in the
but
center?
the bulge is in the back.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, it would look like he had like a Squidward nose hanging down.
Well, Donovan just massages the side of his head for a second, resheathes his rapier, and just kind of.
Cigarette?
I don't smoke. Thanks.
More for me? And she takes the second cigarette, puts it in and smokes it.
Interesting.
You offer people cigarettes as an excuse to get you other ones.
What?
I've just noticed every time you offer someone a cigarette, you end up having it.
Oh no.
And then Donovan massages his hair back for a second, and then he's just, I am not going to sleep now. After that woke me up, so I may as well stay awake for a bit longer.
Do you want to try punching me too? Everyone's tried it already.
Why?
It would be fun.
Might
You'll
not-
get hurt. It'll be funny.
It's not gonna feel good. You might
Listen,
not.
You see Steve is actively bleeding.
Yeah,
from
his
hand.
arm
And you see Damian
It's not broken,
is
but
like-
there's
Damian's
a
shoulder's a
fracture.
little limp.
Yeah, he's massaging his shoulder.
Yeah.
I have no idea what happened, but I'm 100% sure you deserved it. So
What if... Wait, I have
Thanks.
a question. I would like to try something. Donovan, I apologize in advance.
What are you going to do to me?
Damien picks up Donovan and throws him at her. Will this hurt me or him? I have to know.
I would like to know as well, preferably
Donovan-
before I am thrown.
Donovan, do you have the intent to harm her?
No, I have the intent to not do that.
Okay, Damian, you pull him up and you have just this wild swing, and you realize your arm is hurting.
Hold on.
Your arm is hurting pretty bad, but you're like, no, screw it, it'll perfectly be fine. And you realize that as you start to throw Donovan, you realize that Donovan's actually gained just a little bit of weight,
Yeah.
and you've completely miscalculated the weight of the throw, so you throw Donovan into the water.
It's like, you know,
Well, that's funny too, so I'm fine with that.
You also take
hold on, right? As he's
25 stand bludgeoning damage.
as he flies into the water, he goes, "You'd be surprised, but this is the second time he's done it."
You take 6 bludgeoning from hitting the
This
water.
is the second time I've
Steve
used you as a
sighs.
projectile. Listen to it.
It's just I've had a nickel every time.
Steve sighs and he's gonna send down Act 2 to go collect Donovan.
I'm fine. He comes back up on construct stairs that Back in Black just makes as he walks back up.
Welcome back, Donovan. How's your dip?
He wrings out the Hamon scarf. Not gangster.
Okay, so Taylor walks over to you,
damn
walks
it.
over to Steve, and performs a medicine check.
Damien is
And
at
it's a nat
half
20.
health.
So she stops the bleeding, fixes you up. She goes over to Damian, rolls a medicine check, rolls a nat 20, fixes your arm. It's dislocated, but she manages to put it back, and you don't actually feel any pain when she does it.
Oh, that's nice.
Hold on.
We might have to keep you around. Also, I don't like that you've gotten nat 20s without rolling. I didn't say it.
Anyways,
You might wonder how her luck manifests. Make an Arcana check, dumbass.
Back in Black is now made.
No.
Back in Black is now made a fan out of shadows and is going to healing ripple you both back to full for being idiots.
Yeah. So
Ooh, electricity.
Yes.
That's good. I feel tingly.
He stops.
He stops just shy of full. One
You know,
point off.
I'm going back in the water. That was honestly more.
Okay, Damian,
Adios.
I want you to know, Damian, I really admire you. I don't admire that.
That's fair. I do apologize, Steve. I do mean to be a better role model for you.
Thank you.
anyway, in
Die.
exchange for your offering of assistance, I can give you information. I can give you information and assistance regarding the organization. I was
Regarding
lieutenant.
our what?
Regarding the organization.
The organization.
Beating Heart.
Can we do that tomorrow? You also notice even though he's been healed back to full, and he still was down twice, the bruises are still there. The shotgun woke him up. He's like, can we do that tomorrow? I feel like...
sorry, let me kiss your wounds and make it better. And she kisses your wounds, and you look over and the bruises kind of fade. And that's 20 on the medicine check.
Okay, well... He's processing the fact a woman kissed him. Give him a minute.
She didn't kiss him. And then kind of...
It's an indirect kiss. That's a big deal for him.
It is a big deal for him.
Technically, a microscopic amount of her saliva touched your skin.
He doesn't get
basically had sex. See you later, virgins.
He's got the virgin killer sweater on. I mean,
yo, that is gangster, dude. Okay, well, I hate liberals and idiots. So
I hate myself.
I'm going back to...
deciding to join this campaign.
I'm going back to bed. Good night.
Night, Donovan.
Please don't wake me up. If I wake up in the water because you've thrown me, I'm going to be at least a little bit upset.
Good night.
I won't throw you again tonight.
Have a good night's sleep. And as she says this,
He waits till midnight.
it's a nat 20.
Why'd you even
She
bother?
kind of looks over to you and winks, and you realize that she said, "Have a good night's sleep," and you feel kind of tired.
Was that a persuasion check?
You do have to process that a woman has now winked at you as well.
I need to sleep on this immediately.
In any normal circumstance, you would have a raging boner and your heart would be racing at like 200 BPM. But
instead, you'll just wake up with morning wood.
But no, right now you're just feeling real sleepy, ready to get a good night's rest.
All right, good night, guys.
Thank you for the sound effects.
Oh wait, hold on. He walks. Heelys back to his room.
Okay, perfect. So you fellas kind of stay up. Taylor eventually pulls out a bottle of whiskey and starts chugging.
That'll take part in.
I assume, Damian. She
Yes,
kind of looks over to you. How old are you?
He's had drinks
18.
before.
Ask your parents, kid.
No, he's not.
Well, she's gonna roll a perception check, nat 20, and she hears that. Okay, he's not. Puts it back.
Oh, I was gonna like roll a deception. Nope, doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah, another character who can
We just have God. That's God.
Another character who what?
Who can outdrink Damian.
God damn it, you're right, she can.
Oh yeah, she just like goes at it, and she does not appear to be affected in any capacity.
Okay.
Okay, Damian's gonna. He every time someone drinks with him, it's a competition.
Con save.
So he's gonna take a good chug as well. That's a nat 20 though.
It is.
Damn.
It is.
You hold up just as well as her, and she looks over and she's like,
Scrumpy.
"Oh wow, are you Scottish or something?
I've always
Alcoholism
loved
run in
whiskey.
your family? Like, what's going on here?"
I can't
I mean,
remember
yeah,
Llyoyd going
got the red
into
hair,
it.
but
Also
there's-
just
I'm sure there's a little
like
Scotch
that.
in there somewhere. I never really knew my extended family very well.
All right. Well, we're gonna run out of whiskey pretty soon, so probably.
Oh, I'm sure we've got more somewhere here.
Probably. I'll see if I can scrounge some up, and she peels back a floorboard.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
What in the gosh, diddly dang dog?
Well, that's handy.
I guess somebody hid this.
I would love to know.
I'm getting
Wait,
a,
hang on.
I'm getting a Nancy vibe. Anyway.
Can you say the phrase, "Man, Damian really is short on money right now"?
You know, Damian really is short on money right now.
Damn it!
How is Llyoyd doing? Weren't you doing something funny with Dr.
Yes.
A?
Yes.
Wait,
you're
hold
actually-
on.
Steve would like to roll the die.
So
I took 2 psychic damage from that entire experience.
you're just down there and you're like, huh, I just had a stroke anyway.
I didn't know vampires could have strokes anyway.
Regenerate from that.
Gangster piss.
Well, yeah, you have a stroke, like you start to hemorrhage, and then the wounds just close. So, like, you're fine.
Damn,
How many strokes do you think Dio had?
You see half
Enough.
your... Because you just, for a second, you just... and then you're fine.
I'm glad that was a visual joke for this podcast.
Yeah, of course.
I felt it.
We've done it before, who cares?
I felt a physical disturbance on this boat.
Anyway, you get back. The boxes aren't opened on the counter.
I need. There we go.
Are you method acting?
Llyoyd, last time that
genuinely-
happened, we lost 2.5 hours of recording. That blindfold does not bode well.
You know,
He's far away from the mic. We're good.
Okay.
It genuinely helps me when I do method act during the
Do you
roleplay.
have like a scarf or something?
I could probably go find a blunt.
Does it really matter?
It doesn't matter right now.
Yeah,
we can do it.
whatever.
We can do it after
We'll
a
find
break.
later.
No, fine. I'm not in the.
So the box is on the counter. All that.
All right.
Oh wait.
You're able to navigate around easily.
So, Doctor
Just put a
A.
mask over your eyes.
Doctor, do you know anything about this serum at all?
Well, my colleagues have worked on it. It's a kind of serum that it works on. It's incredibly weird. It's this equivalent regeneration where something can be instantly repaired at the cost of the destruction of something else. I'm not exactly sure how it works. I originally thought it was pseudoscience, but the reports have come back and it does appear to be actual medicine. And it's not just a miracle cure. I mean, there is a blowback to it. There's a consequence. And I'm sure it can't be good on the liver or anything like that, but as a vampire, you don't really have to worry about that.
Llloyd looks and see if he still has his liver somewhere.
You kind of feel... Make a medicine check.
Somewhere.
Make a medicine check using intelligence, actually.
So just roll, because my int is null.
Sure. Well, don't use your wisdom for medicine, basically.
15.
It's there.
Poggers. Alright.
So do you want to open the box?
Yes.
Okay. You open the box, and I might have to describe this in a kind of a weird, different way because you cannot see.
Right, I'm feeling over it.
Yes, you're feeling it. So you kind of open up the box, and you get this. It's this kind of weird glass. It's like a jar, basically. You open it up, and you can feel it's got some sort of liquid in it. It's kind of sloshing around. It appears to be, as far as you can tell, it's kind of viscous, very, very syrupy. As far as you can tell, it appears to be closer to consistency of like maple syrup. Is basically what I could say. Kind of sloshing it around, listening to it. It's a jar about the size of like a standard jar of pickles, something like that. So yeah, there's that. So the question is, do you want to ingest it, and how so, if so?
So, Doctor, did they say anything about how to apply this?
Well, typically it is ingested through the mouth, but as a vampire, I don't know if it would work. I assume you could also just put it directly into your bloodstream, but I would probably recommend ingestion since injection has not been attempted.
Alright, Lloyd's gonna open the jar and take just a sip of it.
You take a sip. You haven't eaten for a while. The thing that you ate most recently was the steak. Yes, and it was kind of a rare steak. It had that really kind of raw meat feel, so it didn't taste good, but it was nourishing.
Right.
This tastes really, really sweet. It's kind of like a plum in the way that it tastes. It's real nice, real rich, real syrupy. You kind of swish it around your mouth, and it is very sugary. And it's been a while since you've eaten anything. And like I said, you have like super enhanced taste buds as part of your vampiric senses, so you're able to get like a full taste experience. It's incredible.
I can't believe I really did just have a cherry Jolly Rancher.
It's pretty similar to that.
Llyoyd knows what a Jolly Rancher is? I didn't think it was a candy guy.
I mean, why not? You know?
He's the kind of guy to hand out granola bars on Halloween.
They spend immortality eating candy, you know? Alright, so bottoms up, what are you thinking? Actually, before this, Dr. A looks over at you and he says, Llyoyd.
Yeah?
Do keep in mind that there are 2 doses here.
Mm-hmm.
So you will lose something. Some part of your body will be taken away. I don't know how that's going to work with your vampiric regeneration, but judging from what happened with your eyes, I think it will be the same kind of thing. You have to be prepared to lose something to gain something else. If you do this, the effects will be permanent.
I have 2 shots at this, huh?
Kyler?
It's the law of equivalent exchange.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
Full Metal Alchemist.
Like,
okay, anyway.
Yeah, that's what it's based on.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Based?
Yeah, I can't believe I really am just drinking a Philosopher's Stone.
Glug glug.
Alright. Llyoyd is going to take a dose of it.
Okay, Llyoyd, you pull back and begin to drink. It goes down your throat, and initially it's kind of syrupy and rough. As it goes down, it gets like harder and harder to swallow. It's very goopy and gross, but you get it down just fine. So, Llyoyd, you feel something different. You feel this intense burning sensation come from your eyes, where that kind of region is. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Alright.
Oh boy.
What's the save?
No, just give me the number.
11.
11. Okay.
I lose my arm.
So you feel this intense sensation, and suddenly you can feel on the right side of your face, you hear something, and you feel something snap, and suddenly all of the hearing in your right ear is gone, and you actually feel like a little something kind of crumble out of your right ear. But as you do, you feel this intense burning, and it's really bad. Like, you haven't felt pain for a very, very long time. This is kind of excruciating.
Oh, God, this is worse than the sun.
But you feel, it burns, it hurts, and suddenly you open your eyes.
Oh.
You open your eyes. It's really bright. You've never opened your eyes before. You look around and you see, and it's a completely new sensation for you. You look around and you've used your echolocation to click and figure out where things are, and you're able to, you know what's around in your space pretty well, but you've never imagined color would look like this. Dr. A kind of looks at you and smiles. He pulls over a mirror, and for the first time in your life, you see yourself.
Oh, God.
You look a little scuffed. You're kind of sweating, which is weird because you don't usually sweat. You kind of wipe it away.
Well, doctor, thank you. Oh, this is gonna take some getting used to.
Yeah, no kidding. It might not be a good idea to wear a blindfold or something for now, just to get acclimated to it. And I will point out that as he speaks, you realize that everything that you would hear out of your right ear, it's just complete silence. You do not hear anything out of it. But your left ear functions just fine.
Well, I can't say this is the worst thing to trade off.
And this is how we don't know on the camera.
I apologize, doctor. You're gonna have to start talking to me from my left side now.
Okay, I suppose I can do that. Are you gonna be okay?
I'm going to need a minute.
Okay. Take all the time you need. I mean, within reason. We are immortal, so.
Lloyd's gonna go back to his chambers, and now he's going to try to disassemble and reassemble his 1911.
It's actually more difficult. Normally you're able to do it with the feel of the barrel, and occasionally you can echolocate to find a piece, but now you have this entirely new sensation. Your mind is just kind of struggling to process and keep up with all of this new information. There's an entire part of your brain that was just unused for hundreds of years is now completely off the wire. And you have, like, vampiric sight.
Right.
So you can see incredible detail from great distance away. It's like looking through a 4K camera. It's incredible.
He can finally find who asked.
No, he can't. No.
I was going to say, now we don't have to worry about Michael forgetting that Llyoyd can't see.
Because Llyoyd can see now.
And now we just
there
have
goes half the jokes.
And yeah, I know, right?
And before I take another dosage and lose my sight again. Wait,
that would be funny.
Do you have disadvantage on checks that require hearing, or how does that work flavor-wise? Is there
If something, I think it would be funny if something happened to the right of him and Michael describes him hearing something and he just goes, I can't.
Well, here's the thing. He has vampiric senses.
So
his hearing is already enhanced.
Yeah, so that kind of balances
he can just
out.
heal basically he can just hear basically like a normal person can now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you fail a wisdom save, Detective George is now going to finally get the Llloyd lore.
This is true. Detective George can now
the LLL.
He still wears the mask.
Right.
Wait.
There are eye holes in it.
Yeah.
There are? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you don't know how that will affect Detective George's ability. You don't know if it'll work through that.
Right. But Detective George doesn't know. No one knows about the site besides Dr. A and Llyoyd.
This is true, and Dr. A doesn't seem like the type to babble on that.
Dr. A ain't no
Damn, Llyoyd will never get to see Damian in the banana hammock.
Oh no!
Oh, thank goodness!
I can only
Unless I get another one.
No, it's gonna see you and then immediately call you ugly. I guarantee it's gonna call one of us ugly, and it'll be the funniest thing in the world.
Wait, question: Did his banana hammock snap because he flexed, or did it snap because he was near Taylor and that was beneficial?
No, it's not because he flexed so hard that it put too much stress on it.
Good.
It just seemed...
No, Taylor's attractive, but Damian is the guy to rock, isn't he? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but it was because of the flex in that particular case.
I was gonna say something I completely forgot.
I apologize.
No one knows about the site, and Dr. A doesn't seem like the type to kiss and tell.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
Smoochies?
Smoochies?
Wolf smooches?
Is there sexual tension between the two vampires? And
not
can
right
there
now.
be?
There can be.
Not right now,
but
anything
I mean,
possible.
well, now that you've seen Dr. A, he is pretty hot.
He is pretty hot.
He's kind of hot. He looks pretty good for someone who's 90. Considering, it makes sense because he's an actual vampire. But other than that,
besides his literal undeath, you did say he didn't really age.
He's actually pretty young for a vampire.
And actually, before you go back to your room, Dr. A pulls out He pulls out a blood bag.
Oh.
And he offers it to you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
A toast.
Snack.
Is this a date?
Yeah, they both.
I Capri Sun that.
He kind of.
Yeah, you could actually shotgun a blood
I'm still not
bag.
used to this. As he kind of slurps it up with his finger.
But by the time he's trying to get by the time he's already trying to get acclimated, Lloyd's done with it.
Yeah, Lloyd's already finished. But
yes, curse
you
Capri Sun.
Yep.
You kind of take some time, and it's just really weird. Just even in your room, there's a lot of sensory information.
I have to ask this: how much XP did that give me? Just because I'm on a constant fight to keep.
Oh, it was like 2.
2?
It's just enough to keep you alive, basically.
Poggers.
Just
Poggers.
I look. I need to scrounge up as much XP.
Yeah, this is true. He needs to get as much as he can because at a certain point he might not level. But yeah, that was 2. So yeah, all that.
Sick.
So Llyoyd is going through constant bouts of psychic damage, but he's regenerating it.
Well, he's not going through psychic damage. It's just again he still can close his eyes or cover his eyes, but even so there's a difference between closing your eyes because you can still see light and all that. Llyoyd didn't even have the ability to perceive light beforehand, but now he can tell if something is bright or dark or not. It's bizarre.
Roll credits.
I wish I died. Anyway.
Yeah.
I think that this is a good opportunity to end this episode. So, thank you all for listening to the Bystanders.
This was the most lighthearted episode we've had in a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Which is not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
Damien and Steve still took damage.
Yeah.
I lost half my health. Yes.
Oh, you
I
attacked
was down,
twice, yeah.
I was down to 50 health.
Why would you do this?
It's funny.
He's not the brightest.
I know.
All right.
It's funny.
He literally is though, but he's dumb.
Oh, he's not the most.
He's
bright.
not got wisdom.
He's bright, but he's dumb.
He's clever.
Yeah.
All right. See y'all.
Woohoo!